Welcome, welcome. We are here for the start of Coach Camp, Coach Office Hours for the month of April, and we've got a fun group and a few more. I think there were some fun updates that happened this morning all around the world, so I'm getting messages from a handful of folks that are still hoping to join. One of them being Pedro, our developer. So we'll have him shortly. But we've got Scott Mader, Chris Devon, and Ruben Aguilera, all many of my favorite people. So this is super fun to have such a good group this morning. We're going to do, when Pedro's able to join us, we're going to do a bit of show and tell about some of the newest updates in the platform that are already live or in the process of being pushed live. We'll also talk a little bit about what's coming next because we've got some big coach content features right around the corner as well. Before then, let's open it up. Does anybody have a hot topic or a question or a thought we want to capture for the group?
Nothing
Everybody's
specific
good?
from my side.
All right. You guys are a hard audience this morning. Chris, you're not normally quiet. You're normally I
Because
normally can count on you for a hot take on something.
I don't want to take over the call and just get what I want out of it. So I'm happy just to listen and
Well,
take
I
on
will
board.
make a pitch for the Wednesday morning mastermind at this same time for folks that are maybe watching the replay that have that mastermind as something that's available to them for the level. I will tell you that Chris and I are on there a lot of times, just the two of us, and brainstorming around coaching techniques and getting advice from each other. And sometimes we have a topic and kind of go deep on it, and sometimes it's something came up and let's just chase that rabbit until we get to the end of that particular trail, depending on the week and what's going on. So for those of you that have that available, I would encourage you to join that. I think it's a more voices make for richer conversations. So
In other words, Scott is getting bored of me. He needs other
I
he
didn't want to
needs other
say
people.
it that way.
He
Well,
needs
I'll
other people to
say
excite him.
I'll say, and this is going to lead right into Pedro. So I'm going to brag on Pedro for a minute. I've been involved with Coachdotme more than a decade. Many of you all have as well. And there was a period where tech limitations were real. We were limited in what we could do. If you're like, I don't like the way that works, there was a time where we were somewhat limited in our ability to make it better, try something new. Um, and I'm more and more, oh yeah, I love it. Thank you, Scott. He does have a lower number than me. That's okay. Um,
Only
but
by like about 30 or so, but still.
um, but now with Pedro and the way he has embraced approaching our product development and our product maintenance, I think those limitations are gone. In that if we can dream it and ask for it, he can build it. And he's figured out how to build and implement across all the platforms, the main obviously the main website, what flows to the Android app, and then even the iOS app, which as Scott pointed out before we hit record, makes everything a lot harder. But Pedro's got that figured out. So I want to brag on Pedro and also say come to the mastermind because it's a great opportunity for you to show and tell us, hey, I would like to be able to do XYZ, and we're in a phase where we're doing some experimenting to see what's going to work next. And so if you've got a wish, I think it's rare for a company with a developer of Pedro's talent and commitment and understanding that you as a member of the community can get direct access to that and have your wish probably be granted in a relatively short amount of time. And I think the mastermind is the way to participate in that, and to be challenged as a coach, to make sure that we're always growing and learning too. So it's going to be an exciting new day, and we definitely invite coaches that are excited about that to come be a part of it with us. All right. So Pedro,
Awesome. Hello,
uh,
hello everyone. Thank you,
welcome.
Kendra. I'm really happy to join you here today. I'm really happy to be working on the platform. I think this has been a great year so far, and there's even more to come. Ruben, nice to meet you. Chris, we met on my last participation on Office Hours. And one of the things that you asked for that we talked about was the ability of publishing content inside the app. So this is something that it's on my plate right now. So you can expect updates real soon. So following up on what Kendra said, that can talk to me about anything that you think of, should be in the app, should be developed, should be created, anything that would help you as a coach. Let's talk about it and see if we can make it happen.
All right, so let's do some fun stuff. Can you start with message edit? Can we show that off?
Yeah, yeah.
So this one has been a request of coaches. Scott, what, 2015, 2016? I mean, we're going on a decade.
Basically, as soon as we started. Yeah. I mean,
so, if you were coaching a lot of folks or, just fumble fingers or whatever it might be, you might send a message to a client and you're like, oh, I wish I could have that back, or make a small edit to it. And there really wasn't a way to do that. You could obviously send another message and clean it up, but there wasn't a way to edit the original message until
so
until
for
now.
those of us that have sent a message with the wrong client name on it, yeah, at least once, probably more than once. Yeah.
Actually, I had a thing this morning where I messaged Brian, but I spelt brain. Morning, brain. And so I could go in and edit it and then change it. So
All right. So show us how this works. There we go.
Hello, brain. So for 30 minutes after a message is sent, you have access to the edit button that you can update your message, and it will show up as edited here. And on the client side, the previous message will be replaced. They won't see the original one. And this is already deployed for the web app for an Android. And for iOS, this is going to be on the next update real soon. For I think early next week, probably we'll get the approval from the Apple Store. So this is one of the recent updates that we have here for message editing. There's also some changes to be that we're planning for the menu. Do you want me to go into that?
I love it. Go for it. So while you're getting set up for that, I'll give a little bit of the overview. So Pedro has started, if a coach or even if a user is expressing frustration with the app, Pedro will just offer to have a one-on-one with them. And so he's been having one-on-ones with often very new coaches to the platform or very new users to the platform. And we added the onboarding. So he's been getting great feedback with, how do people want to use it? And so really the whole navigation labeling, I would say it's not necessarily changing the flow and the functionality, but the labeling and the placement, making it more intuitive for new coaches and new habit trackers.
This is the beta version that we're still working on it. It should be deployed this week. We're still ironing out some of the details. So you can see that this is the what we used to call dashboard is now renamed to My Goals. To make it clear that This is the habit tracker part of the app. You can see, you can list your goals, you can add goals. Works exactly the same. It's just the top menu that we changed. And you now have direct access to your coaches from the top menu. Since even coaches can hire other coaches. If you have hired any coach, you will see this item in the menu, and you can access your chat with them in here. And this is on the top right of the menu. This is an area exclusive for for users who are coaches. So you can access your clients in here. And you can also go directly to your coach profile in here. So now the top menu is exactly the same in this area. This was one of the issues that we identified during one of those one-on-one calls. Was a difficulty to navigate to coach profile back to other parts of the app. So yeah, this is one of the updates. You can see that we still have the find a coach here fixed on the menus to make sure that even if you already have hired a coach, you can, if you're looking for help in any other areas, you can go back and to the coach directory. And yeah, we're working on some additional changes in this menu. We're gonna revamp this area to reflect the changes that we did here. You can expect also some changes in how you add packages that are supposed to be, if you want to be featured in the directory, you need to add your coaching packages under certain categories. This is described in our training material, but we want to make it clear inside of the app. So we want to improve this experience here. For example, instead of just asking you to fill a name, you can select one of the existing goals so that you can be featured in the coach directory. This will soon be updated as well. But for now, you can expect this week this new update in the top menu. And for that, you can even access it right now if you want. We have this address, this new address, beta.coach.me. We haven't published it yet for everyone, so now this is a first time access. But you can you feel free to play with it and also give us feedback on it if there's anything you feel that could be improved. Like Kendra said, if we can dream it, we can build it. So this is the time for it. Yeah.
So we were finding that there was confusion whether somebody was in coach mode or in client mode, and that if they didn't have clients yet or didn't have a coach yet, it would change how the interface looked. And so Pedro came up with the idea to really split both of those. Right now in the coaching, you kind of have to toggle back and forth if you have both. And you can, if you have a lot of clients and you get stuck, or you're primarily using the app to message clients and then you have a coach, speaking from experience, somebody here knows this, it can be hard to click over to the coach tab and respond to your coach because your brain is primarily using the app in client mode. So this really gives clear identification and clear way marking of which mode you're in with that. And so coaches and clients can have both in the other. So
there's also just another thing that this menu is responsive, so I'll try to reduce the app
nice.
here. If you have a smaller screen, this is how the menu shows on the top left corner. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to reduce it. No, not, but this will be reflected in the Android app as well. The Android app has a top menu with icons. These items will be featured in the Android app as well. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show it right now, but yeah, you can expect an update on that as well.
Can I ask, what about group coaching? How's that fit in?
We haven't touched that area of the app yet for revamp. We are working on creating a different template for a landing page actually. Let me open. This is a sample group that I created. We want to be able to create to offer a different template for this page. There's more modern, that instead of looking like something in app that should be inside the app. We want to offer something that looks more like a landing page, like something that you can actually include in your marketing material. That you have more freedom to add it, and has a more modern layout. Maybe the questions don't make sense to be available in here. We changed the way that you added this content. We added some formatting in this field, which we didn't have before. Like you can add links, you can do some basic formatting. We'll certainly improve on this. But if there's any other thing in group coaching that you think should be improved, we certainly can work on it. Was there anything specific that you were looking for? Or?
I was just seeing if you've got, those tabs at the top saying my goals, activity finder coach, my coaches. Could there be something for group coaching? So you can just go to whatever group you set up.
Like
and
my groups.
Yeah, my
Okay.
groups.
Perfect. Got it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
We are kind of running a group coaching this summer for leadership. And part of the reason we're doing that, Chris, is as a test to kind of, like, the landing page idea came out of the fact that when we started thinking through, well, how would you run a group? It's like, well, we need this. Okay, so we got to go create that for coaches, that kind of thing. So, so this is a really good time if you've got wishes around that. Share them because we are literally this summer. That's one of the areas that we're exploring for the possibility of updates.
And a wait list. Chris will have a wait list where you could post a group and take, say, let people go ahead and sign up and join a wait list, maybe make a deposit, but not kick off the group just yet.
Okay.
And as Scott said, we're going to play with it, kind of eat our own dog food this summer, and see if we can come up with a strong next evolution to even test what's working
Because
well.
I've got a coaching app that I have individual clients on for individual coaching, but there's sometimes I'd run a 28-day habit challenge and some of that to use your platform to host that group.
Yes.
Would be an easy app for people to use.
Yes. And that's exactly how we want. To me, those all are all layers of the same community and the same mission. So we'd absolutely want that to work. And we've got the components. It's just making them user friendly, right? They all exist. They're just clunky. And so I think Pedro's really taking out a lot of that clunkiness and bringing the modern look and feel to it.
The way that I keep saying it is remove friction, make it easier to use so that it's more intuitive, and Pedro's doing a great job of, especially, and that's again where the feedback from the user, if you as a coach are using it, that friction is what we want to know about. Don't just, used to, you would say this doesn't work, and the reaction was sort of, yeah, we don't know what we can do about it. And now Pedro actually manages to improve it, so it's a little different.
Well, show even the icons, Pedro. Can you set that up for a second to show the little details that you were cleaning up, just the attention to detail while he's setting that up? Ruben, what are your what are your thoughts? Overall direction, or how are you feeling?
I really like what I saw. I think that this is, I mean, this is making things, easier, as Scott said, with less friction, and I think that really nice. I think that everything that we do that is helping to reduce the friction and to improve the experience, I think that is great, and it's also great to see that Pedro is, moving that forward, right, in the right direction. I think this is really nice.
It's definitely fun.
I'll show once. This was a small thing, but makes a difference when you're like looking at the screen. Uh, this was the activity page. We also changed it in other areas as well. Oh, wait, sorry. This is the main change. All of the user avatars were being displayed on the top of the name, and we're occupying much more space than needed. So just by changing it to appear on the side, just makes it a great difference when you look at the page. On the top, you can see that this there's a it's not aligned. My avatar here is not aligned properly. The arrow is not positioned correctly. I don't have the screenshot for this specific area, but now this has been fixed. You no longer see it like this. All the icons should have exactly the same size. So these sort of small things, they add up. And when you start fixing them, you can create a much more pleasant experience, and that's what we're aiming at.
Fun stuff. All right, so we've touched on a lot. Coach content. Pedro, could you maybe even queue up the visual we've got on coach content? That's our next big. We've kind of got big features and then minor evolutions of features, and so we're trying to uh keep the big ones coming like once a quarter, but also be delivering lots and lots of the small ones. So coach content is, well, we sort of inserted this group one, maybe a medium-sized one, this month to get done so that we could test an improved group experience this summer. And then right on the heels of that will be coach content, along with lots and lots of the small stuff. So good to see you. So good to see you. But just to show what how at least the initial version of coach content we're planning to have it appear.
I'm trying to find it here. I don't have it at hand here. Just
That's all right.
let me check one more second, please.
I can share enough. Let's
I think we sent it on one of the newsletters as well.
yeah.
Preview. Because I just can't find it here.
Let's do, you keep looking. I'll show just so our thinking on the web platform, obviously this will vary just a little bit depending on where the experience is that this space here, and this may slim a little bit, the check-in may slim a little bit, but this space here, so right below the check-in and above the old discussion and community boards. I say old, they've existed for a long time. There's in many spaces, they're actually quite active. But it will go here, and we'll start with a small cohort of coaches, another plug to join the mastermind, because we won't have a lot of formal rules in the beginning as we roll this out, and so we'll be relying on having good conversation and good alignment with the coaches that we roll it out to first. So if you're coming to the mastermind, you're connected to us, you're engaged. Obviously, we can include you in that, and feel confident that we'll be aligned and that our users will get a great experience. So we would have um, coaches that are approved to publish content in this habit, right into this habit, where if they're obviously engaged in the goal and the thought of setting priorities for your day, and you're as a coach having content around prioritization and setting yourself up for success, then you're not fighting an algorithm. You're showing up directly to users and potential clients that are thinking about the problem that you can help them solve. So we're excited about it. We think it's a really relevant way to connect users and clients to each other in very meaningful ways, which is why we think we exist to help us build habits, improve our lives, and access coaches that can help us do that.
Found it. Can I share it?
All right, all right.
This is an example that we created with Scott's profile. So as Kendra said here on the right, on a specific goal, we would have the ability to create. We will create an area, like for example, learn from our coaches. In your coach profile, you'll be able to post your content in here with images, text, and we want to offer sort of like a timeline, a sense of it, sort of like a feed with different types of content. You're able to post images or short videos and text content, and people will be able to comment, to star it, save it for later, also share it. So this is what we're planning for this area.
Very cool. All right, Chris, we're living and breathing this. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say our opinions don't matter, but I value yours more right now.
So if you post content, is there a way of people responding to that content? So thumbs up, thumbs down, any questions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because currently with the messaging, the kind of the what do we call it?
Discussion.
You only get notified if someone's replied to your gave you an answer, but you don't see anyone else. So I just went in and saw for exercise, there have been people who've posted questions, but I had no notification they had done that. So the only way of knowing is going in each day and seeing if there's new questions that people have asked, because that would be good for coaching. As soon as someone's asked a question, you get notified in that habit and go, okay, here's my answer to it. And so that person will get, a number of coaches giving them answers to their question, provide them advice and so forth. Is that something that can be done?
Yeah, making for this, I think we can. We can make it optional for can subscribe to a certain certain goal and receive all notifications, or you can edit them so you can receive for new questions or new comments, things like that.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's how I think it'd work. Well, it's one thing putting content up, but if there is no way of responding to it, you don't know if the content is helpful or not, or something like that. So
stuff.
And I suppose the name of the platform is Coach Me. let me coach you then.
Right.
It's not Habit Me, it's Coach Me. So anyway, we can provide as much information to people and coach them for free. I'm not saying they have to sign up for a coach, but if a coach can be more helpful delivering coaching advice, then I think.
Well, and I think you've hit it right there. These have existed as almost two entirely separate, like solar systems, and they don't need to. There's no benefit to that. Really, everybody benefits by making the interaction sort of increasing the surface area for interaction to occur. Where, as you said, it doesn't all have to be paid, but potential clients can interact with coaches in a helpful environment,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
in a more aligned environment than a social media platform, that could go down lots of rabbit holes. If you're engaging on our platform, you're going to be able to stay focused on the area that, if you're focused on fitness, and you're not going to have to worry about another social media platform feeding you whatever it wants to show you. You're going to be able to trust that if you come to this feed, you're going to be able to see aligned fitness information and talk to other folks.
Yeah.
You know,
Could, as
helping
long
you.
as long as you police it, so there's no hard selling in there.
Yep.
People don't use the content as saying, sign up for my whatever. As long as it's just here's a platform of great advice, and
That's again, we're going to
also,
start with coaches like you who are aligned to that philosophy, and then
yeah,
as we add coaches, we're going to have to add guidelines and rules and moderation
yeah.
and all of that. Yeah.
Also, is there a way of making it so the information, the content that you post is also SEO or AI search?
Yeah.
So what it'll do is we'll attract more people to the platform because there's more content being produced. And if the great internet gods and AI gods see that, oh, there's a lot of good content coming out of the Coach Me, then they refer more people to the platform. So
To
the
some
content
degree,
can help.
that's already occurring. The way the platform is set up already facilitates that. Uh,
Mm,
in the sobriety habits, for example, that are incredibly active. That is driving much of the AI recommendations and weighting and so forth. So I would say
mm,
yes and yes. Yes, it's already exists and it's somewhat baked into what we're doing, and certainly will continue to build on that strength, and make sure that's the case, and also add a privacy. We actually had this conversation yesterday. Add a privacy mechanism, um, so that folks can choose their own adventure of how, to be really aware of what they're sharing, how public they want that to be, as well. So kind
mm.
of some more user controls on that too.
Similar to how you're talking about even about notifications, that's a user control kind of feature of, some people don't want that and other people want it. So we need to be able to let people, turn it on, turn it off type thing. Some want it real time and some want once a week or once a day. So we'll have to layer in that as we go. But
I just think if someone puts in what's the best way to lose weight, and the first thing that comes up is Coach.me,
yep.
then it becomes very easily searched.
That's
platform.
already happening to some extent, but yes, this will help.
Yeah, cool.
And it should help some of the coaches too, because if you're, because it's associated with your name and things too. It's not just with Coachdotme.
And if you keep popping up on a well established and recognized platform,
right? It's a both and, not an either or. It helps the coach's authority and it helps Coachdotme's authority to have good content with good interaction.
How would the content then be displayed? Would it be that it gets directed back to where the content is, or does the content get uploaded onto the system so it's always in the system? People don't go away from the platform to read the stuff.
It'll all be here. Yeah,
Okay.
the goal is to keep it on platform. Absolutely. Yeah. Storage isn't the issue it used to be, right? There was a time where storage was a factor in that, and not
So
so much.
video would be okay content.
Yeah, I think shorts, we're working on that, but the initial version will have video options. Yes.
So if I've got already videos, say on YouTube, that I'd have to put it in as a video into the
Yes.
platform more than send a link to YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah.
That's easily done. It's just, I still got the content. It's just, yeah.
And there may even be value to clipping something out of a longer video for some people, depending on the nature of what they're posting about too. So.
All right. Well, I think we're right on time. Pedro, thank you for putting that together and showing and tell. I think we've got fun to celebrate what's there and also celebrate what's coming next.
Awesome. So stay tuned for updates.
Thanks,
All
Pedro.
right. Well, good to
I
see.
always joke because every time Pedro comes to a meeting, he leaves with more work. It's like the guy shows up. It's like, and by the way, here's a list.
He's happy that he's got all this done, and then it's like, yeah, good. Now
it's job security though, so there is that.
Yeah,
Keep it coming.
Go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as always, good to see everybody.
Kendra, could I grab you for 2 minutes if you got time?
Sure. All right. Well, we'll wrap up this official. See everybody next month and enjoy the day.
Bye-bye.